Thank you. So now we begin our session on Subhāṣitam today. We have had two more sessions on this very topic, and this is the third in the series. This session is brought to you by Devabhāṣā Sanskrit Society. Moving on to the next slide. We cannot, yeah. This session is brought to you in collaboration with Sundarbans House in the IITM BS degree. Ravikant, the Deputy Secretary, is present here. And I would also like to thank the Secretary of our society, Madhuri, and Deputy Secretary Sachit. Both are not present, unfortunately, today here for allowing me to host this session. And also the Secretary of Sundarbans House, Abhishek Ojha, for his enthusiasm. So here we go. Before we begin, we'll have an invocation to the Devas. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Amba yasya Uma Devi Janako yasya Shankaraha Vidyan Dadati Sarabhebhyassa Naf Patu Gajananaha. May the elephant-faced one, the Gajanana, the Ganapati, whose mother is Uma Devi, whose father is Shankara, and who gives us knowledge, bless us. Moving to the next slide. श्रीवाग्देव्यै नमः या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावर्दण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिविदैवे सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यपः. The one who is as white as a garland of kunda flowers and water drops, who has worn white apparel, whose hand is placed on the stem of the veena, the instrument, who is sitting on a white lotus and who is always worshipped by gods such as Brahma, Achyuta, that is Vishnu, and Shankara, that Saraswati who completely steals one's lethargy, bless me and bless the rest of us. Moving forward with the next slide. So, what exactly are Subhashitas? Subhashita, as described by Arubhi, are Sanskrit's answer to haiku, a form of Japanese poetry, basically a poetic literary format consisting of concise 2 to 4 verses that impart a lesson, truth, fact, or a riddle. Apte Sanskrit Hindi Dictionary defines Subhashitam as or Subhashitas as Niti Vakya, Sukti, or Samupayukta Kathana. Subhāṣitam, literally well spoken. It is in the Napunsak Linga. So we'll move to the next slide now. Before we begin, we'll also see this one thing. Subhāṣitam is singular. Subhāṣite is dual, that is the Dvivachanam. And Subhāṣitani is plural. So we'll be seeing multiple Subhāṣitas today. So we'll call them Subhāṣitani. Moving on to the next slide. We have one from the previous session which answers the question, Kimasti Avyayam. So I would like someone to read. Vidhatri, maybe you can go forward and read this one.
Okay. सदृशलिङ्गेषु सर्वासु च विभक्तिषु वचनेषु च सर्वेषु यन्नव्येति तद् अव्ययम्.
Yeah, the pronunciation was good, although there was some disturbance from your side. It can be network issue or the mic issue. Would someone else like to try who joined our previous sessions? Okay, none. Then I'll do so. Sadrishan trishu lingeshu sarvasu cha vibhaktishu vachaneshu cha sarveshu yannaveti tad avyayam. An avyaya is defined as that word which remains same across all three genders, all cases and numbers. Cases refers to vibhaktis and numbers, that is vachana. Genders is obviously the linga. That which does not change is an avyaya. So this is from the, I think, the Gopatha Brahmana, as was told already by Adi in the previous session. He identified where it is. And this answers an important grammatical concept known as aware. So we'll move on to the next slide. All we'll not waste much time on this slide. What exactly are these awares? Aveyani, similar to Subhāṣitani, the plural is Aveyani. Yatra is jahan or where. Tatra, wahan. Cha, or, and. Tatra means there. Na, nahi. Api, bhi. Ruby, would you like to read this out?
Yeah, thank you. Yatra yani jaha, tatra yani waha, cha yani or, that is and, na yani nahi, no, api yani bhi.
Thanks. So we'll be seeing these in our Subhashitas. These do keep them in mind. We'll come back to the slide again and then see which of these did we find. Anyone else who would now like to read? This is a quite a famous verse. Next slide. Yeah. Yeah, Priya, please.
Hello, thank you. Shri Bhagavan Uvaj. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. Whenever there is a decay of righteousness, O Bharata, and there is exaltation of unrighteousness, then I myself come forth.
Yes, this is correct, except for two places. When we say this is from the Gita, obviously, for those who do not know. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So the cha has to be there. Not we should not stop at Uvach because there is no halanta. If there is a halanta, अगर कोई हलंत होगा तभी हम लोगों को रुक जाना है वहां पे, नहीं तो च आखिर में की ध्वनि सुनाई देनी चाहिए. The last should be heard. Okay. Is everyone here comfortable with Hindi, or is there someone who is not very comfortable with Hindi? Okay. Nice. Uh, so anyone else who would like to read? Like, it's totally fine if you want uh, to read it one word at a time.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes. Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Shall I read?
Sure.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्.
Okay. This was extremely perfect. Now, Manu, would you like to try?
Next time, please. I mean,
Okay.
from the next session.
Okay, from
Yeah.
the next session. Okay. Yes, sir, Rubhi.
विघ्नेश ये अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य का pronunciation एक बार could you just slowly
Yes,
speak?
yes, I can do that. Abhyuthanam. Stop there.
अभ्युत्थानम.
Abhyu Abhyuthanam.
अभ्युत्थानम.
Yeah.
ठीक है. धर्मस्य. ठीक है.
Adharmasya.
अधर्मस्य.
Abhyuthanam adharmasya. Why is it a? Where is a there? Ma ke baad there is no halanta. There is
Yes.
no halanta after ma. So it has to be a there.
Okay.
Because any letter followed by halanta plus a becomes that full letter, not the other way around. Right.
अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य. सही
Yeah,
बोला?
you can also say it like this. Abhi utthanam adharmasya. Abhi utthanam adharmasya.
Okay. अभ्युत्थानम अधर्मस्य. ठीक है.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, if anyone wants, you can say 2 or 3 words at a time and then try. Yes, Manu.
Okay, so you were saying something about Shri Bhagwan Nu Vach. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing it
Shri
wrong.
Bhagavan Uvacha. So it is, you can say this in 3 parts. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri
That is all.
Bhagavan
Uvacha.
Uvacha.
So the Lord said,
So like आप लास्ट में ह की बात कर रहे थे, राइट? हलंत के
yeah,
पहले.
not her,
अ
like
अ
the first letter,
वाच अ.
yeah, cha. So uvacha, not uvach.
श्री भगवान उवाच च अ.
Yeah, yeah, Sri Bhagavan
Thanks.
uvacha. That is all.
उवाच. Thanks.
I would also like others to try. If you're shy in trying, I'll call your name out. Yeah, we can move on to the next slide. Although we'll, yeah, Abhishek, we can move back to the previous slide now.
हेलो, आई एम ऑडिबल?
Yes, you're audible.
ओके ओके, मैं करता हूँ ट्राई। श्री भगवान वाच यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्।
Yeah, just one thing. Abhyuthanam adharmasya.
के अधर्मस्य।
Yeah, I'll tell you the meaning too. We saw that yada means jab or when. So whenever there is a fall in dharma or fall of dharma or ebb in the dharma, he says to Bharata, Bharata means Arjun, abhyuthanam adharmasya, and at the same time there is a rise of adharma. Tada, as we saw in the last slide, then Atmanam, that is the Lord says about himself, Srijami Aham. Srijami Aham. Srijami. Whenever you have an Ami ending, it means I. Aham. So I am born or I take avatara. In this case, in the form of Sri Krishna. So this was the whole thing. We can move to the last slide and once see, maybe. Previous slide. Yeah. So okay, it's not here. We'll move to the next slide then. Yeah, it is basically the same thing. I feel like there are a few more Gitas, but the Bhagavad Gita is one, right? Although in popular usage or in general usage, both of them mean the same thing. um, so we'll again come with this. Who would like to read this? Yes, Priya.
Yeah, thank you. गर्वाय परपीडायै दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं बलं सुजनस्य तु दानाय रक्षणाय च ते सदा. The wealth and power of a wicked person are for vanity and harassment of others respectively. However, with a good man, they are always used for charity and for protection. Thank you.
Nice, very nice. I'll try once too. गर्वाय परपीडायै दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं बलं सुजनस्य तु दानाय रक्षणाय च ते सदा. Okay, I fumbled a bit at the end. Someone else would like to say. I'm seeing that. Akriti, would you like to say this? Like, okay, I think. Okay, not everyone is good here. Vaibhav, would you like to do so?
Yeah, I can try.
Sure. There's no problem if you falter. Like I falter a
गर्वाय
lot, just that you guys do not notice.
गर्वाय परपीडाय दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं बलं सुजनस्य तु दानाय रक्षणाय च ते सदा.
Okay. I'll say two words and you can repeat after me. That works for you?
Yes, sir.
गर्वाय परपीडायै
गर्वाय परपीडाय
परपीडायै like
परपीडाय
yeah correct दुर्जनस्य धनं
दुर्जनस्य धनं
दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं
दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं
गर्वाय परपीडायै दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं
गर्वाय परपीडाय दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं
बलं सुजनस्य
बलं सुजनस्य
तु दानाय
तु दानाय
रक्षणाय
रक्षणाय
च ते सदा
च ते सदा. Vignesh, I do have a question. Is my audio clear though?
yes your audio is clear to
Okay,
me.
so yeah, so do you have to read it out in a certain rhythm? Because
No, that is not necessary. I do.
no, because I've always wondered about this. Say in actual, like, say there's a Sanskrit speaking civilization and they're talking to each other. Will they be talking in rhythm or will they be just be
No,
talking as a
this is a Subhāṣita, and this is actually a shloka set in a certain meter, just like you have
okay,
poems in a certain set in a certain meter with very specific pauses. In Sanskrit, they are called yati, with very
okay,
specific, uh, balance of syllables. We call them the what do you call it? Matras, Guru and
hmm,
Laghu. So they are like this. In normal speaking, it will not be like this.
okay, that clears my doubt.
Yeah, these are easy to remember if set in a rhythm.
Okay, sure.
So
But
that is why.
just
Yeah,
another question, just a continuation of this. So, say Mahabharata happened, and I know it's an epic, so it's bound to be poetic. But uh, when they were they talking in certain specific meters and rhythms, or was it just usual conversation?
this is more of a theological question than a grammatical question.
Okay,
And frankly, I
say there's another. Say there's some drama written by Kalidas. So will it be in a meter or when people are discussing among themselves?
so written by Kalidasa, it will be in a meter, obviously.
Okay.
The people actually speaking might not be speaking in a particular meter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think the view of a few, if I'm not wrong, if of a few people is that I'm not talking about those Indologists, I'm talking about the traditional view, is that the uh, in the Mahabharata itself, again I'm saying few, not all. Others might disagree with this. Was not exactly in the verse form. It was Veda Vyasa who uh, like made it proper in a verse form.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. So anyone else would like to try say anything? Yeah, Kriti. Okay, sorry, it is Abhishek. Sorry.
Okay. Ah. गर्वाय गर्वाय परपीडाय दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं बलं सुजनस्य तु धनाय रक्षणाय च ते सदा.
Mostly correct. Would you like to repeat after me like Vaibhav did?
Okay.
Garvaye parapidaya
गर्वाय परपीडाय
parapidaya. So there is an
पर
after para
परपीडाय
para like say the ra
परपीडाय
quickly.
र
Yeah,
पर
parapidaya
परपीडाय
durjanasya
दुर्जनस्य
dhanam balam
धनं बलं
garvaye parapidaya
गर्वाय परपीडाय
durjanasya dhanam balam
दुर्जनस्य धनं बलं
गर्वाये परपीडायै दुर्जनस्य
गर्वाय
धनं बलम्
गर्वाय परपीडाय दुर्जनस्य धनं बलम्
बलं सुजनस्य तु
बलं सुजनस्य तु
दानाय रक्षणाय
दानाय रक्षणाय
च ते सदा
च ते सदा
बलं सुजनस्य तु दानाय
बलं सुजनस्य तु दानाय
रक्षणाय च ते सदा.
रक्षणाय च ते सदा.
Okay. Now once completely. Garvaye parapidaya durjanasya
गर्व
dhanam balam. Complete thing.
गर्व
Wait, let me
I
say
I
the
have a
complete verse and then you can do that. Okay?
I'm sorry, I have a problem. I am in my mouth have been, so I speak very less, slowly.
Ah, no problem, no problem. Speak
Okay.
slowly, there's no problem. Yeah. Garvaye parapidaya durjanasya.
Garvai. Hmm. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Anyways, you can go first.
Garvai par pidai durjanasya dhanam balam balam sujanasya tu danai rakshanaय cha te sada.
Correct. Very nice. So we'll move to the next slide now.
Okay.
Adi, yes, thank you. Previous slide. Yes. So here we have these, the more awares, avayani. Yada, jab, we saw it in yada yada hi dharmasya. Tada, tadatmanam, tada was there in sandhi with atmanam. Sada, hamesha, we saw this somewhere, I feel. Sarvada also means hamesha. Kada means kab, when. Also, do let me know if you're not comfortable in Hindi. I'll translate it to you for you in English. We can move back to the previous slides. We'll see where we have used this. Next link, actually, in the verses. Yeah. Can you identify the usage of these anywhere? Like there are three usages. I already pointed them out. Anyone can open his or her mics and tell where it is. Yada, tada, where it is. Am I audible?
Yada jab yada jab
Ye- Yes. And there's one more.
tada tada
Tada.
Yeah. Tada atmanam. Tada. Right. Tab. Okay. Next
tab tab
slide, please.
tab.
Yes. Any usage here that you can see?
This show.
Yeah. Cha is there. Cha means and. Correct. Then there's one more.
Sada sada
Sada. Sada means always. Hamesha.
all always.
Correct. So we'll move to the next slides now. The next verses. Yes. So we did. We had this in the previous sessions too. Anyone who'd like to read this out? Yeah, Priya.
Yeah, thank you. यस्य नास्ति स्वयं प्रज्ञा शास्त्रं तस्य करोति किं लोचनाभ्यां विहीनस्य दर्पणः किं करिष्यति. This shloka poses two rhetorical questions. What will the Shastra do for him who has no sense of his own? What will a mirror do for him who has lost his eyes? Thank you.
Nice. Very nice. So this one is an easy one. So Ravikant, Ravi bhai, can you try this? Okay, maybe he is not able to open his mic right now. Sahil, I see you have joined. Would you like to try? reciting? Also, I do not, I cannot see. Okay, Preet, can you try reciting this one?
Sir, I did not know even Devanagari script.
Okay.
Should I try?
Vignesh ji, may I?
Yeah, sure.
यस्य नास्ति स्वयं प्रज्ञा शास्त्रं तस्य करोति किं लोचनाभ्यां विहीनस्य दर्पणः किं करिष्यति.
Yes, I'll try once too. Yasya nasti swayam pragnya or pragya if you are from the north. Shastram tasya karoti kim लोचनाभ्याम विहीनस्य darpanah king karishyati. So the shloka poses two rhetorical questions. What will the Shastra do for him who has no sense of his own? And what will a mirror do for him who has lost his eyes? Also, Adi, the guy who is presenting, please, if you'd like to try.
Oh, Adi, what if I try?
You're welcome, more
Hmm.
than welcome.
Okay. यस्य नास्ति स्वयं प्रज्ञा शास्त्रं शास्त्रं तस्य करोति किं लोचनाभ्यां विहीनस्य दर्पणः किं करिष्यति.
Correct.
Feedback. Correct. Okay.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Okay. I think you'll have to stop the recording. Sorry, stop the PPT to in order to say something. So we can do later as well. Yeah. We'll move to the next slide now. If anyone else does not want to read this one.
Next slide, next slide.
Yes. Okay, this one is very nice. I'll go first. Also, raise your hands if you want to recite or chant. Yeah, first I'll try and then you guys can. हस्तस्य भूषणं दानं सत्यं कंठस्य भूषणं श्रोत्रस्य भूषणं शास्त्रं भूषणैः किं प्रयोजनम्. Yes. Now in order, Priya, then Vaibhav.
Thank you. हस्तस्य भूषणं दानं सत्यं कंठस्य भूषणं श्रोत्रस्य भूषणं शास्त्रं भूषणैः किं प्रयोजनम्. The ornament of the hand is charity. The ornament of the throat is truth. The ornament of the ear is shastra. What is the use of jewelry? Thank you.
Sure. Um, Priya, can you take over the meet for 5 minutes? I'll come back.
Okay, okay, okay.
Sure.
So, can Adivya, can you please show me the next slide? So this slide is about Shashti Vibhakti, and in Sanskrit, Shashti Vibhakti is related to possessive case, that is something belonging to someone. Here there are one, two, three, four, five, six words. Ramasya, Ramka, that is something belonging to Ram. Vrikshasya, Perka, that is something belonging to tree. Tasya, Uska, him, something belonging to him or her. Etasya, iska. Yasya, jiska. Kasya, kiska, whom. Um, So let's review previous slides so that we can find some words in Shashti Vibhakti. So anybody, can someone tell me where here if you are finding
We
any
have
word related to
Kanthasya.
Shashti Vibhakti?
There's
What?
Kanthasya. Kanthasya.
Yep, right. And any other word?
Hot,
Hastasya.
hot,
Yeah, right. Any other word?
Shrotrasya.
Srostram.
Yeah, right. No, no, it's Shotrasya.
Yep.
Thank you. And Adi Bhaiya, please move on to previous slide for Shashti Vibhakti words.
Previous.
Previous. Yeah, anybody can tell me here if any Shashti Vibhakti words are there?
We have Yasya, we have Tasya, and
Yeah,
we have Enasya. I think
yeah,
that's all.
right.
And
Thank
what
you.
do these mean? Can someone tell me? Yasya, tasya, and vihinasya. Like, uh, Shashti Vibhakti means
Yes means
possessive
jiska,
case.
tasya means uska, and
Vihinasya.
vihinasya, I think someone who
Someone
has
deprived of.
lost his eyesight.
Yeah, vihinasya, someone who has the lack of something. And lochanabhyam vihinasya is someone who does
Oh,
not have.
oh yeah. Sorry.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine. I make mistakes too. Anyways, moving back to the last slide, like the previous one. Now, previous one for more words. Previous. Yes. No, I mean uh, back,
Ninth slide.
even before here. Yes. Is there any word here like that?
There's Durjanasya, there's Sujanasya.
Yes. Durjanasya, of the Durjan, or of someone who
Durjanka,
is bad.
Sujanasya, Sujanka.
Yeah, someone who is good. So moving back to even one slide before, like one more slide before. Anything here?
Dharmasya and Adharmasya.
Dharma ka and adharma ka. So we'll move back to where we were. Forward. Yeah. So what I wanted to say is that whenever you see a word ending in asya, you can assume two or three things. First, it is in the shashti vibhakti or the possessive case. Whatever that word is, uska or apostrophe s, as we say in English, Rams, Sitas. Sita, it will not be there because it will be Sitayaha. Point two, you can assume that it is either Pullinga or in the Napunsak Linga. For the Strilinga, the form is different. It is not Asya ending for the possessive case. It is Ayaha and ending. Then you can also assume that the word is Eka Vachanam, that is singular, right? Okay, moving on to the next slide now. Yeah, I want Arubhi to recite this one first. Okay.
Okay, okay. विषाद विषादप्यमृतं ग्राह्यं बालादपि सुभाषितम् अमित्रादपि सद्वृत्तम् अमेध्या अमेध्यादपि काञ्चनं sorry.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was nice.
I have
There were
history
no,
with this. I recite it every session.
yeah, this is one verse which is cited in every session. no matter which. But we'll learn something important from this one. Um, so let me see people who have not spoken much. Ritik, are you in a position to speak right now?
Actually, there is noise.
Yes. Okay, okay. So I see people joining, more people joining. But okay, guys, you can raise your hands if you want to say, recite, chant, read. Yeah, Priya.
Yeah, thank you. Ishadapyamritam grahayam baladapi subhashitam amitradapi sadvittam amedhyadapi kanchanam. Nectar should be filtered even out of poison. Good words should be received even from a child. Good nature should be acknowledged even in an enemy, just like gold should be extracted even out of unworthy substances. Thank you.
Nice. Before we move on to Abhishek, Priya, can you identify something that is being repeated here? Maybe some vibhakti. If not, no problem. We'll see that. Yeah, that is obviously there. The Anuswara and the Halanta. I mean, anyways, Abhishek, you can recite this. We'll come back to this point.
Okay. Visadapya mritam grahayat. Visadapya mritam. Sorry.
I'll
Visadapya
tell you.
mritam.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Vishad api
Visadapi
amritam
amritam.
grahyam.
Grahyam baladapi subhāṣitam amritadapi sadvritam amedhyadapi kanchanam.
Nice. Nice. Amitradapi. That one. There's one
Amitra.
word. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll recite it once too because I often like reciting. विषादप्यमृतं ग्राह्यं बालादपि सुभाषितम् अमित्रादपि सद्वृत्तम् अमेध्यादपि काञ्चनम्. So next I nominate, let me see who all are in the meet.
Vignesh, I have a question.
Yes.
So, can you recite the first word?
Vishadapyamritam.
No, when you broke it down, can you break it down once?
Yes. Vishad plus api plus amritam.
How is the E sound coming there? I just wanted to know.
Okay. Api plus e plus a is ya.
Acha.
That is, I think, the yana sandhi. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Any of you, if you know, that is taking place. So even if you break it down, if you say it enough times, you'll get it how it is pronounced. So Vishadapya amritam grahyam, Vishad api amritam grahyam. Same thing.
Acha.
It lies on the viveksha of the one saying whether to continue with the sandhi or not, as Kashika says. Now what the exact verses and what the meaning is, Aruvi will tell you in some time, or maybe not. Anyways, can we move to the next slide? I want to show something related to this. Yes. So we saw a repetition of the Panchami Vibhakti or the ablative case, which shows separation. Nagarat, nagar se bahar jana या निकलना, separation. गृहात, घर से, तस्मात, उससे, एतस्मात, इससे, यस्मात, जिससे, कस्मात, किससे. So back to the previous slide, backward, like, yes. Now can you identify there are four instances of this separation, ablative case or panchami vibhakti, one before the shashti vibhakti. Like there is,
I
yes, say.
आई थिंक इन बालादपि बालात चोरपि, तो बालात यहाँ पे पंचमी विभक्ति होगा, और अमित्रादपि अमित्रात जोर अपि, अमित्रात पंचमी विभक्ति होगा, एंड सिमिलरली अमेध्यादपि अमेध्यात जोर अपि, अमेध्यात पंचमी विभक्ति, एंड फोर्थ वर्ड आई कांट फाइंड.
Vishad api amritam. So Vishad jod api. Jod amrit.
Vishad is Panchami Vibhakti word.
Yes, it is Vishat actually. Due to a sandhi, it becomes Vishadapi, and after sandhi,
Oh,
Vishad.
it's Vishat, means wish Vishat. I thought it's
Yeah,
Vishad
from
means
poison.
book.
Vishat from poison.
Okay, thank you.
Balat from the boy. Amitrat from the non-friend or the enemy. That is Amedhyat, something that is filth, something that is not medhya. If you know what is medhya, you will be able to tell. So what does the word api mean though? We see everywhere api, api, api a lot there. The word api means bhi. Vishad se bhi. We saw it in the beginning slide, in the revision slide from the previous session. Na meant nahi, cha meant and, whereas api meant bhi.
Also.
Yeah, also. Correct. So we can move to the forward. We can move forward with the next slide. Yeah. So, okay, this has been, the presentation has made this a bit complex. So whenever you see a me ending, me, you should know that I am the karta, or the person speaking is the one doing the action. Okay, this is for the dhatu roops, just to identify the rupas. Sorry. When you see a ti ending, someone else is the doer, vah karta, someone else. When you see a C ending, then you are the karta. Okay, I mean not you, but the person who you are speaking to, that is the karta. Now we'll move back to the previous slides and see if we find any of these verbs. This is for the verbs though. Previous slide. Is there anything here? Anything here? Nothing. Anything here? There is one thing. Actually, two things here.
Nasti.
Like that. Nasti is one.
Karoti and
Karoti.
Karishyati.
Correct. Na asti is not. So if it was na asmi, na means not. If it was na asmi, it would have meant I am not. But na asti means, if it would have been na asmi, nasmi, it would mean I am not. If it have it if it was nasi or nasi, sorry, or na asi, it would have meant you are not. But since it is nasti, it means someone else, not the speaker, that is not me, not the listener, not you, but someone else. Yes se nasti, jo nahi hai, sorry, jiska nahi hai. Similarly, we see karoti. Karomi would have meant I do. Karosi would have meant, sorry, karoshi would have meant you do. But karoti means someone else is doing. So here Shastra is doing. Shastram tasya karoti kim. Shastra uska kya karega? Or what will Shastra do of him? Tasya. Shashti Vakti. Similar to yasya, which is also Shashti Vakti. Karishyati. This is in the future tense, but it means the same as karoti. What will it do? So karoti means is in the present tense. What does Shastra do for him? But karishyati is in the future tense. In the future, what it will do. Moving back to the previous slide now, like backward. not forward. Backward again. Yeah, here there is an example. Two examples actually. Now I can see. Though with Sandhi.
I think one is Bhavati and the second is Srijami. Srijameham.
Yeah, yeah. So Bhavati and Asti are basically the same words. Now, expert grammarians will tell you that there is a difference. Bhavati means being and Asti means is, like at present or something like that. And but it means Bhavati is, Glanir Bhavati, fall takes place, dharmasya of dharma. So, and then there is Srijami. What did I say about the ami ending? I do. Srijami am means I, literally it means I. So we'll move to the next slides now, like forward. Yes. So this is from the Subramaniya Bhujangam. Would anyone like to recite this? Yes, Priya.
Thank you. न जानामि शब्दं न जानामि चा अर्थं न जानामि पद्यं न जानामि गद्यम्. I neither know the words nor their meaning. I neither know poetry nor do I know prose. Thank you.
Nice. Anyone else? This is the easiest one that you'll find. Anyone? Yes, Abhishek.
न जानामि शब्दं न जानामि चार्थं न जानामि पद्यं न जानामि गद्यम्.
Correct. So what does the word janami mean?
जानता हूँ.
जानता
जानना
हूँ.
जान
Na janami?
नहीं जानता.
नहीं जानता हूँ.
Na janami chartham. What does chartham mean?
Cha means
इसका
or,
अर्थ च
artham
मीन्स
means
इसका
earth.
अर्थ
Yes,
मीनिंग अर्थ.
correct. Cha plus artham, chartham. So a plus a is a. So च के लास्ट में अ है, अर्थ के शुरू में अ है. There is a at the end of ch and there is a at the beginning of artha. That is why it becomes chartham. Anyways, the next slide will be a different version of the same. Forward. Yes. So yesterday we were having this discussion where people did not know that I am a Shakta. So this is one which is from the, like, after the puja we have this Kshama thing which we do back here in Mithila. So I think Vaibhav would know this.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'll,
वैष्णो की आरती में भी लास्ट में ये कराते हैं.
yeah, exactly. आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी. Okay, I made one mistake here. Did anyone notice? Anyone, guys?
पूजा.
No, that is correct. That is due to Sandhi, which I had explained in one of the informal sessions. Parameshwari, it should be, not Parmeshwari. There's a in between para and Meshwari. So I neither know the right method of invocation nor the right way of conclusion. I do not even know the correct rituals of worship. Forgive me, the Goddess Supreme, the direct manifestation of Sachidananda. So anyone else would like to recite? Yeah, Priya.
Thank you. आवाहनं न जानामि न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी. I neither know the right method of invocation nor the right way of conclusion. I do not even know the correct rituals of worship. Forgive me, the Goddess Supreme, the direct manifestation of Sachidananda. Thank you.
Yep. Anyone else? Yes, Arubi.
Okay. आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां च न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी.
Very beautiful. Vidhatri, would you like to try?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, then we'll move to Abhijit.
आवाहनं न जानामि न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी.
Very similar to how Professor Anuradha Chaudhary recites. First, we'll have Abhishek and then we'll move to Mannu.
आवाहनं न जानामि न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी.
Correct. Then Mannu now.
I'm sorry for the noise. Actually, puja is going on, not at my house, but at mandir. So, avahanam na janami visarjanam, pujam chaiva na janami, shamasva parameshwari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So slight differences here. In North, we often say chamaswa, and in South, or in even in general Sanskrit, it is actually pronounced ka plus ksha. So kshamaswa parameshwari. Like this is
Okay.
a very minute detail of pronunciation that at this moment you need not worry about. Ka plus ksha, ksha, aksha. Okay. Kshamaswa parameshwari. Sorry, parameshwari. Again, I make the same mistake. Uh, I'll do a grammatical
So is it
yes.
always Parameshwari and not Parmeshwari?
It is in Hindi. It is Parameshwari because that
Acha.
is how people speak, and there is no standard grammatical text for it. But in Sanskrit, it is always Parameshwari.
Alright.
So it depends on what grammar you are using. So actually, wherever you see in Hindi, we make this mistake of omitting the last a. It is Rama, not Ram. It is Deva, not Dev. Then there are a few other places we'll omit the last a everywhere, even without the halanta. Only when there is a halanta you need to omit the last a. We say tulsi instead of tulasi. So that is our skill issue. What can we do? Yeah. So janami means
जानता
Janti.
हूँ.
जानता हूँ.
yeah, janta hu or janti hu.
जानती हूँ.
Correct. Even the word janta, we write it as janata, but speak it as janta. Anyways, moving back to where we were. Chaiva. Can someone tell me what it is made of?
Cha plus eva.
Yeah, cha plus eva. Eva is the same word as he. It's just for emphasis. We say na yahi, wahi, he. That he is represented in eva here. Cha eva. So, and even this, ye bhi.
Is it similar to api?
Similar to api, but api is bhi. Eva
Yeah.
is he. So though I'm using a lot of uh, Hindi meanings here because it is very easy to describe what it means in Hindi. Also, one more thing, whenever you see the short E, even in the first letter, it should have been Saraswati instead of Saraswati. Why? And here Parameshwari instead of Parameshwari. This is because when you say in the vocative case, that is the Sambodhanam, you have the short E instead of the long E. Yes, it is also an aware. The Eva is also an aware. It is not Eva, it is Eva. Due to a Sandhi, it has become 2I. It is A, like normal A. Let me type it out too, if you can see that. Eva. This is the word. But Cha plus Eva makes it Chaiva. So if you know all these small Sandhi rules, you can easily deconstruct these words. Where is it? Chaiva. Yeah, this is how it becomes. Then whenever you see that halanta, that ma ending word, ending word, then you should know that it is most probably in the, now there are exceptions here, most probably in the Dvitiya Vibhakti. What is the Dvitiya Vibhakti? We talked about the Panchami, the Shashti. The Dvitiya Vibhakti is a Vibhakti which is the objective case. Whatever is in the Dvitiya Vibhakti is the object of the sentence. Now, if you do not know the subject and object thing, you need not worry. We'll cover it in later sessions. We can move on to the next slide now. Shubha Dinam Tubhyam, or more like Shubha Naktam Tubhyam, since it is night. So, Adi, you can stop the recording.
Will you please repeat this last word? Last words.
Shubha Naktam Tubhyam. Naktam means night.
Okay, thanks.